but I feel really, really bad. You know when you recommend a company and then they're really awful? And the house smells so good. I think they look Instagram worthy.
Instagram versus reality.
Hi there, welcome back to a new vlog. It seems really strange now vlogging at home after we've just come back from Disney. I haven't even gone through those videos yet. Anyway, it's the first weekend vlog since we're back. It's actually, I think it's a Wednesday today, sort of a bit catching up with things at the moment. We've only been back a few days and we're still really tired and there's still loads going on. So I thought I'd share that with you in a vlog. And what else are we doing today? I need to have a bit of a sort out in here. I've done loads these last few days, but there's still a few bits and pieces to do. I'm going to be making a really quick and easy enchiladas for dinner tonight, and just a few home bits and pieces that I thought I would do. So really hope you enjoy this hopefully relaxing weekend vlog that starts on a Wednesday. I baked my first loaf today since being back. It had to be a Mickey one, didn't it? It's a rice sourdough. I'm just waiting for it to cool down a little bit. I prefer the sourdough breads cooler rather than warm. Plus, you're not supposed to cut into them when they're still hot because they're still baking. And you know, have you ever had bread before? You bought fresh bread and you've got that doughy strip in the bottom. That's because it's often been cut whilst it's still hot. So you're supposed to actually leave them until they've cooled down. So I can't wait to have this for breakfast. We also need to film a haul video. We've got it all laid out here. So the plan is to do that today, isn't it, Aid?
It is.
Aid's working in the garden at the garden table. I started working on my first page since coming back. I did a Patreon Zoom yesterday and I created this. So I want to finish this ideally today as well and have a little bit of a sort out here. This is just what I'm using to create with at the moment. I don't know what that is. That's Aid's pile. And just have a quick tidy. But the studio itself isn't too bad, so that's a good thing. I have got a pile of things here from the trip that I want to go through, bits and pieces. I've got 2 bags worth of stuff that I've collected from the trip, so I thought I might actually do that in one of my Patreon videos. It doesn't seem like it's a full YouTube video, if you know what I mean, so I thought I would do an extra video just for my Patreons, for those in the video tier, and just go through everything that I've collected on my travels. So I'm going to do that at some stage as well. I could do with sorting my gallery wall out as well. I had a picture fall down whilst we were away, and I need to make space for some more ears, so I could do this. And I need to sort out my hand luggage. I always keep this little tote bag inside my wheelie bag, and I haven't actually unpacked that yet, so I need to do that too. It's like all the big jobs are done since we've come back. Washing we tend to keep up with whilst we're out there because we did have washing facilities and we kind of washed as we went along, so we didn't really come back with much grubby. So that's all done, so it's just a few loose ends. I'm going to have my sourdough right now. What's your favourite breakfast? And by the way, catch up with us. Let us know what you've been up to whilst we've been away. What have you been doing? I'd love to hear from you and see how you are and what you've been up to. So I think this is going to end up being more of a chill, chatty vlog today. I've been at my desk all day. But it wasn't really vlog worthy, if I'm totally honest. I was going to make the chicken enchiladas with you, which I still will, but I have started. I was just on the phone to my sister, who's having a lot of holiday stress at the moment, which I will share with you in a moment, but I promised to share these enchiladas. And then just coincidentally, somebody said to me today in my little Patreon chat group about they can never get enchiladas right, so I thought perfect timing to share it today because it's one of those really nice easy family meals. It's not an expensive one either, so that's what I'm sharing right now. So I've already done my tomato base. I've just whizzed it down because you know I've got a fussy one. So oh, I thought Poppy had slipped. She's just laid down, I think, because it's warm outside and the floor's nice and cool. So I've just whizzed down 2 tins of chopped tomatoes. I've added salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, some garlic and onion salt, bit of ketchup and a bit of barbecue sauce, and that's whizzed down nice and smooth and in the bottom of a big oven dish. The oven is on. I'm now going to make up just normal chicken fajitas as if you were making them normally. I'm just slicing up the onions. I'm going to slice up the pepper, a little bit of tomato sauce or tin tomatoes, fajita seasoning. How do you make your fajitas? I love chicken fajitas or any types of fajitas. When I go out, I usually have veggie fajitas. They're always my favorite. I just find it's such proper comfort food, isn't it? The tomato, the cheese, just really, really yummy. Is it a meal that you like as well? So I'm going to chop up this pepper. Poppy keeps making me nervous. I think maybe she wants her dinner now. I don't think she'll like enchiladas though. So I just basically think of enchiladas as, and I'm probably wrong, tomatoey sauce, whoops, where did that go? Let's not let you eat that. Tomatoey sauce, like fajitas, more tomatoey sauce, and then chicken. That's how I see fajitas. Do you make them differently in your house? I'm going to add the fajita seasoning, drop of oil, and whilst I'm talking about my sister, I'm going to chop up some chicken breast to go in that pan. So thank you to everyone that's asked about her, because the last time we saw her she had her ice hockey accident. She is kind of back on her feet. She's just started trying to do some light work, so she's been back at work, but the ice hockey team had raised money for her to have some private physio. She wasn't getting anywhere with the NHS, so she's having private physio and it's helped no end. They've been wonderful, but she's waiting for scans and things like that. She's not sure how many months it's going to take, but the physio is doing amazing. That woman has done so well with her. So that was so, so kind, because she definitely wouldn't be anywhere near where she is now if it wasn't for that. So the ice hockey team have been amazing. So thank you to everyone that's asked about her. So yeah, she's had a lot of stress today, poor thing. We're obviously going on a trip in October. It was booked to Florida pre-lockdown as a great big family trip, which seems to be getting smaller and smaller. My kids now can't make it. Our son wasn't at uni when we joined, and now he's going to uni. Our daughter's now had a gap year and doing a master's, so she's not going to be free. My brother's just backed out, which I'm gutted about, him and his fiance. So now it's us, my sister and her family. She's got a son the same age as us, our son. So he's going with a friend, and my mum and her husband. So still quite a lot of us. But I feel really, really bad. You know when you recommend a company and then they're really awful? That's what's happened to us. So I've never actually booked with Ocean Florida. Let me just give this a stir. But I have called up for prices a few times when we've been pricing things up, and they have been so lovely on the phone. My sister's also called them. They nearly came on a trip with us previously, and she was going to book with them, and again, just so nice over the phone. So naturally, we obviously booked this, or my sister and everyone did, well in advance. So obviously you can't go direct through an airline. They wanted to do it through a travel agent, pay things off bit by bit, put the deposit down. So we did this, like I said, 2.5 years ago, before lockdown. They booked everything. And again, they were lovely when they booked, but the problem being, as soon as they've had their money, they've been awful, and it's been one thing after another. They have been so bad, and throughout COVID, they've had restricted phone hours between 4 and 6, which, okay, that's fine, but not between 4 and 6, 10 and 4. But obviously for people working, like my sister can't have her phone on her at work, it's just almost impossible to get hold of people. They don't call back. My brother was wanting to amend his booking. Sorry, this is really bad, isn't it? Let me just place you down. My brother was wanting to amend his booking. It took, I think, about 5 or 6 weeks to try for somebody to finally get back to him. But generally it's taken several weeks, it was, for a response. It's just appalling, it really is. And just there's been a few issues, and then my sister booked a car hire, she added car hire on, and we were just talking at the weekend, she was just working out what she still had to pay, and she was trying to retrieve the details, couldn't find it anywhere. She's just called them up today, and they accidentally, or the Oceans Florida changed their flights from a 3-week holiday down to a 2-week holiday, accidentally. Woman, Sarah Jane said the woman couldn't get off the phone quick enough when she realised what they'd done, and that was this morning. And Sarah Jane's been calling up, they won't speak to her, and she's in a panic. And in the end, she didn't go into work this afternoon. She was supposed to go in to work. She wanted just to stay home, just to try and deal with it. She's quite flexible with her job, but obviously she doesn't get paid when she doesn't go in. So she's so upset, and there's 9 of them on the booking, so it's not like just changing a quick flight. She finally managed to get hold of somebody this evening or this afternoon, or somebody's just got hold of her who said it should be fine. They'll deal with the car hire another time. It's all about the flights at the moment, but they've just been appalling. I just feel so bad for her. It's just been one thing after another, and I feel bad because we were the ones that recommended them. But she's been going on and looking at reviews today, and so many people are saying the same thing. Amazing company until they have your money, and then you can't get hold of anyone. Just talk about Ocean Florida. I just feel so sad for her because they haven't had a Florida trip or a holiday like this for 11 years.
No.
My mum has never had a holiday like this. She hasn't been abroad for about 18, 17 years.
Yep.
And it has just been one stress after another, but stresses that shouldn't be stresses. I just feel sad for them, especially as we recommended them.
I mean, we've never used them before, but
they've always been lovely over the phone.
yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, you see some companies that are like social media presence, they look good, they have a big following, they're praised a lot. It's a real tricky one, isn't it?
Especially because they've all booked separately. There's between the whole family, although they've now linked their bookings, there's 4 individual bookings.
But they've all had issues.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
all separate issues
it's
as
not
well.
Like, I mean, you should say, well, even one issue should not be excusable, because it shouldn't happen. But for them all to be in some ways treated badly in one or another kind of makes you question, there's something a little bit more.
I know. When you start reading all the other reviews about people saying, I didn't tell you this, she was reading earlier on, they're great until they have your money, and then you can't get hold of them. They're the reviews she's just been reading. Anyway, so yeah, that's the current update for my sister at the moment. Oh, I'm so hungry. Let me show you the chicken. I had half a tin of tomatoes left actually. I only put a tin and a half in this bit, so I had half a tin, so I popped this in here. And at the moment this is just the tomato and the fajita. So I'm going to use this, turn it into fajitas, pop it in here, add the extra tomato-y sauce that I did with the seasoning, and pop some cheese on top. I have no idea how long it's been in the oven for, because I've been doing emails. But it's just been baked until it was nice and brown and golden, and the house smells so good. Enchiladas were lovely, weren't they?
They were lovely, yeah. It was.
I worked out, because there was quite a lot left and we had more stuff left over as well. It worked out about £1 each, which I thought was really good for a family of 4. We're going to make a little treat.
Just the background.
We tried something for the first time in the States, didn't we?
Yeah, shall I find the name of them? Well, actually, they were called over there.
I know what they're called.
Oh, go on.
I'll tell you.
Pecan. Yeah, they were called something else, though.
Oh, yeah, they were
With
called
the
a couple of
counter.
different things. We bought one lot in Universal. Did we go back for a second? I think we did. And then we bought them in the Boardwalk as well. We saw them.
That's what they're called in Universal.
Milk chocolate. Pecan patties, but
Yeah.
I thought it was called a pecan party. Do you remember?
Milk chocolate pecan patty.
What were they called in Disney?
I don't know, something different, but
But I've
they're
found
really
them.
nice.
Found them on Pinterest, and they're called pecan turtles. I think because they look like little turtles.
It was really weird because we posted on a story a photo of them just as we were about to eat them, and 2 people or even more actually said, I think it might have been 2 or 3 people said, thought you were eating a turtle, or looked like a turtle, like we were holding a turtle. I wasn't going to eat a turtle, of course, but it looked like one.
I wonder what turtles taste like. Do you think they taste of fish?
You need to ask
Enid on
Enid
Walking
on
Dead.
Walking Dead.
She ate it raw though.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't
TV
really.
program.
It was only TV. It wasn't real. So
Don't eat turtles. No. 3 ingredients. We're going to do a cheats version. We're going to try them, aren't we? We're fancying them. Pecans. We wanted Rolos, didn't we? We went to our little shop just now. We've just walked Poppy, and somebody had taken
they'd taken the last one, but first.
Off the last packet of Rolos, so we couldn't have the Rolos. So instead we've come home with some original Werther's Originals.
Creamy toffee. They're not Werther Originals like the hard candies or the hard sweets.
Sugar-free, that's all they had. And we've got some chocolate eclairs, so we're going to try 2 different versions and some good old cheap little chocolate.
It could work out really well, or it could be a disaster.
Either way, I think they're going to taste lovely.
We'll still eat them, won't we?
Oven is on 150. And
Did I say 150, did I?
yeah, you did.
Okay.
I buy my pecans from Lidl, £2.19 a bag, I think they are. Really good. And the idea is you have, God, I think those pecans we had in the States were a lot bigger, weren't they?
There's more than that on them.
It says 3 in the recipe.
No, there was more than 3.
I agree with you, but that's what it says on the recipe.
No, there's
anyway,
more than 3.
we're going to argue about how many.
That's 7.
No, that was 7 pecans to put out, and we'll show you what we do. Because the idea is it needs to look like a turtle, doesn't it? So you've got the head and the body, like that. You have a look on Pinterest and you see what you find. Anyone else ever made these? So I think this is what we're going to try. So the idea is they're in the shape of a Y. So you've got like the legs and the little head. So we've got some Rolos. No, we haven't. Some eclairs. I have eaten that bit just to try it. And then the Werther's Originals. I may have eaten that bit as well. I think you ate that bit. We had to try them. So now we're going to pop them in the oven and just monitor them and see how long. We want them to melt a little bit, but not go too runny. Just soften them.
So they then got to go hard afterwards?
Yeah, and then we spoon over the melted chocolate.
Okay.
And then we've got...
So they don't go back in the oven for the chocolate to melt again?
No, because it would just melt.
Okay.
Be like double melt. I think we left them in the oven a bit too long.
Right, Werther's Original I think are a no.
The Werther's Original looked like our turtles got run over and then crapped themselves. We might be able to scoop it up a little bit.
So were these
These were the
eclairs?
The eclairs. The eclairs worked out really well, actually. I wonder if we can just scoop them a little bit. What do you think?
I think they're
Should we try? Do you think so? Do
Yeah.
you think they died?
Yeah, I think you've...
Why me? I'm just melting the amazing Lidl milk chocolate. It's in little bain-marie. And once that's melted, we can do a blob on the live turtles, not the dead ones.
Lisa's just putting the chocolate on.
Do you think they look like turtles? What do you think?
I'm not too sure. I think they'll taste nice.
Those ones don't. They don't look
They
like
don't
turtles.
like turtles.
No.
These ones kind of. Again, sometimes things take a few times, don't they?
Yeah, that's all part of the fun because
Exactly.
we get to eat it in the process. What do you think these ones will taste like though? Do you think they'll scrape up? Do you think it's worth putting some chocolate on just to taste them?
Try it, so they cool down.
Yeah, it says to put them in the fridge.
Yeah, because they obviously need just to go hard, don't they?
Yeah, I think they'll still taste okay.
Yeah. I just think they can be more like pecan and chocolate.
Do you think they look Instagram worthy?
No. Yes, they do. Instagram versus reality. Hashtag real life. And they're stuck. So we're going to let this cool down a little bit before putting it in the fridge.
Yeah. There you go. I think they look amazing.
No, they look nice.
We've decided that it was silly to waste the chocolate, so we're making some little treats. Abe's just found another treat in the fridge.
We've got a can of spiced rum zombie.
When did we even get that?
We got the last summer.
Did we?
Oh, April 22. That'll be alright.
That'd be fine, yeah.
We were eating cherries from the garden, so
Yeah.
we'll twist it round.
Yeah.
So I do it in the Mickey glass.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
We share it.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Drinking on a Wednesday. It is sunny though, so it's allowed. Well, that's cool. Oh, I like that.
Oh, what's in it?
I don't know. What is the alcohol in it?
Spiced rum.
With orange, or is it passion fruit?
I have no idea.
Does it not say? Let's take it in because we're going to watch Walking Dead anyway, so that goes perfect.
Smells nice.
Does it? Ooh, it smells like orange. It smells really nice.
Oh, hang on. Nitro spiced rum serves up all the vibrant flavour and velvety smooth texture of a cocktail crafted at the bar.
Oh, it doesn't tell you what flavour it is.
Made with pineapple juice and rum.
Oh, it doesn't smell like pineapple. It's more orange.
Let's take it in. Spiced zombie
Spice sunny.
rum.
It still tasted orange. Oh, I like that. That could be a good drink for while we're watching Walking Dead.
Need some more then.
Let me know what you think.
You
You like it? That? It's really nice, isn't
It's a little
it?
bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit
It's
different.
not like your normal kind of. I mean, it's pineapple and rum.
Tastes more
But
orangey.
it's got fruity as well.
Yeah.
It's got must have orange or something in it.
Yeah,
That's lovely.
I really like it too. They work. Oh, they have! We did it. We made chocolate toast. We dipped some cherries in as well. There was a bit of excess chocolate. I think these ones even coming off. The ones that died.
No,
Got
mine.
run over. Oh my gosh, you made a double one. Oh, I bet they taste nice actually. I think the key is definitely to do it on greaseproof paper.
Yeah, definitely.
These are so cool. Do you know, can you imagine at Christmas time, in a little bag, they would make nice Christmas gifts?
I want to try them. Are we ready?
Yeah, it's funny because the eclairs melted, you wouldn't even know there's chocolate in them.
No.
Should we try this one first? This is the Rolo.
Is this right? We didn't have Rolos.
Oh no, the eclair.
Eclair.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
It's crunchier than the one in Florida, isn't it? Mmm. Oh.
Okay.
Too crunchy.
Caramel needs to be softer.
Is that because we let it cook too long though?
But eclairs are quite hard anyway.
How chewy do you reckon that one would be?
You do that first. Is it more like brittle?
It's nice. Oh, I like that. That one over that one. Those turtle things. We've had a couple more tonight.
We have.
They're really nice. We've decided we definitely prefer the chocolate eclairs, and I would recommend making them.
I think making them with the Werthers, they go very, that kind of caramel that just sticks to your teeth, doesn't it? Or you get toffee at Christmas, like the penny toffees in, is it Quality Street?
Yeah.
A bit like that. So, but no, I think we're still going to try and find a way of making the caramel.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
A bit kind of like more how it was.
We've driven out. We've actually left the village. We're meeting a friend. He's due to pull in any time. It's his wife's birthday coming up, big birthday. And we picked up some stuff in Florida. And they live in London. So we said we'd meet him part way to exchange the gifts.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting for him to pull in, aren't we?
So we just thought we'd do a bit of recording while waiting.
Yeah. It's been a funny old week, hasn't it? I think the first week when you get back off a trip always feels funny.
Yeah, does it feel funny for other people as well? Because this is the first time. I loved the fact of having a nap when we got back.
Yeah.
But I felt tired.
But I think that's, for me, I just think, what, 2.5 months of getting up at 5, if not earlier, every single morning. I think it's just had its toll, and then having
A full-on trip.
Really, really busy trip.
In the heat as well.
Yeah, I just think I'm exhausted
it's
now.
taken, and I think now we're actually, our bodies are kind of like saying sort of, oh, enough.
Yeah.
And we're actually kind of feeling more tired now than we have. I think we were out walking. I think we were only walking Poppy, but I really was, not say struggling, but I couldn't, if you'd have said, do you want to go for a long walk, I'd have not necessarily been too keen on doing it. I just feel physically tired.
We've just filmed the haul video earlier on, so that would have gone up by now. if I've edited it. I'll leave a link to that below.
If it's been done. If it's not, well, sometime.
And then we plan to film a review as well, which will be due up on Wednesday. There's a few little things we wanted to go through, little tips that we found, and we thought rather than waiting until you finally get the video or something, we would share them now. Just some things like when we got off the plane that we did. And
Well, it looks like Andy's here.
is that him?
Yeah.
Yay, we'll be back. Good morning. I'm sorry we got cut off then. Our friend arrived. I can't even remember what we were talking about. I think we were just talking about sort of like getting back into the routine and all that kind of thing. We're struggling a bit this week. I've just been and got my nails done. I didn't used to get my nails done. Well, I used to before lockdown, and then I stopped doing it and doing it myself. And then I started biting them and just using like stick-on nails during lockdown. And then I had them done each time before our trip, and I've loved them. So I've just gone back and had them done again. The plan is to try and stop biting them, because I don't bite them when they're nice, but then as soon as they're off and I've got my own nails, I start just nibbling. I think because they're weak and they break easily, and then you get afraid a bit. Do you get your nails done? What do you do with yours? I do like them when they're done, and I think because I've got a very visual business and I'm always using my hands like for my journaling and all that kind of thing, I think it's important to have nice hands. And I feel so much nicer when they're done. So I've just done that, and I've walked down to get them done, which was quite nice. We try and use the car as little as possible. We only have the one car between us now. It's something that we did even before all the gas prices. It was like a greener decision that we decided to make. And we also made the decision during lockdown, because obviously we were walking everywhere, to try and walk where possible. So like I do my online shopping anyway, as you know, sort of like once about every 10 days. But then in between, rather than get the car to walk a mile to get the few bits of groceries that we run out of, like milk and bread, to actually walk to do it. It's obviously better on fuel, and obviously it's a greener thing to do as well. So like going to get the nails done, I always used to drive down to get them done, and again it's probably about a mile, but I walked today. So well, Ed dropped me off because he needed to get fuel because we've got an adventure coming up. So he did that, and then I walked from the petrol station, and then I just walked home, and I met Ade part way as well because he was walking Poppy, so that was quite nice. But yeah, we've got 2 adventures coming up this weekend, so I'm very excited about that. One is a nice walking adventure, hopefully tomorrow, and the other, we're going to the craft show at the Birmingham NEC, and we're having a Discord meet. So the people that join me on Discord with my online craft community, my journaling community, and those that join us on Zoom, we've all arranged, there's lots of us, I think there's about 20 of us meeting at the Birmingham NEC at the craft show on Sunday. So I'm really, really excited about that, and I plan to vlog what I can as well, so that should hopefully be really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Sort of people that we chat online most days, we Zoom, and we have done for ages, some of them years now. And it's been really, really nice to meet, so I'm really excited about that. Anyway, I'm in the market for a new pair of trainers. When we were in Disney, I wore down my brand new favourite Disney trainers. You know, my little Mickey Mouse ones. I bought a few pairs in the sale. I wore them in January, but we didn't do too much in January. But then I kept them. I only wear them at Disney. And I wore them again at this last trip. We did so much walking. I can't remember if I said 160 miles in 2 weeks. I've worn down the inside of the back, so the fabric's all frayed now, which I'm really sad about because I love those. But my feet really, really hurt this trip. And I was trying to work out why. And I realised apart from our first few days in Universal where I wore Converse and they were absolutely fine, I did wear like sandals out in the evening. In Disney, I just wore those trainers because they've always been so comfortable, but we walked so much more. My feet were proper hurting, proper, you know, under the arch, the ball of, the heel, sorry. They really, really hurt. To the point where I was struggling to walk at times. They were that painful. But I wondered, with previous trips, I've taken a few different pairs and I've kind of swapped. So, and I really missed my Adidas trainers. I've got a nice pair of like mesh Adidas trainers, but then when it rains, you just think, oh, I don't want to get to wear them because my feet are going to get soaked. And so many days we expected to be just poured on, and it didn't happen. And I didn't take the trainers with me. and I really regretted it. And sandals were just hurting my feet too much. They just feel too hard. You know, when we used to do our Florida trips when the kids were younger, I just wore flip-flops all the time, and I never, ever, ever had a problem. But I wonder also because I had different pairs, and I would sometimes wear a pair of trainers and things, and I've always taken several pairs, but this time again I thought, I always take loads, I don't need it. My Disney ones are really comfortable. So I had Converse for Universal, Disney shoes for Disney, and then like sandals. I even wore flip-flops around it was our wet day in Universal when we did all the water rides, and I got a really bad blister between my toes, and that hurt me the whole trip. It really lasted. I couldn't wear flip-flops. So I think I need a pair of proper comfy trainers. Still take the Disney ones because they are cute and they are usually comfortable. But have a couple of different ones too, sort of like, I wonder just having the same pair because they were constant. Oh, sorry about that. I wonder also because they were like rubbing on my toe as well, the side of my foot. They weren't blistering, but they just felt bruised, and I wonder just wearing the same ones, just rubbing on the same parts of your feet all the time. So I'm just on Next at the moment, just having a little look. There's a really good choice actually, and it's the kind of thing that, I don't know, there's a good choice there. I have really small feet, so I have to buy kids. So I'm just having a little look to see what I fancy. But I would love to know, what are your tips for shoes in the parks or when you do a lot of walking? It's funny, my ugly shoes that I wear for walking in at weekends, they are so ugly. Never ever have a problem, but I've worn the backs down on those as well. But when we do our weekend walking up to 10 miles, never a problem, and they're waterproof. So I'm just flicking through. I know a lot of people swear by Skechers. I've never owned a pair of Skechers. New Balance always look comfortable when I see people wearing New Balance. The other thing is as well, I don't want bulky trainers because I've got really tiny feet and I'm small. I think sometimes they look huge on me. So I don't want anything bulky, but I want something that's kind of like hugging around my feet that feels really comfy. My Adidas that I was talking about, the really comfy ones, they actually feel quite tight now across my toes. So I don't know if my feet have spread a bit, I don't know. But I found a pair I do like. I'll show you those in a bit. I'm drawn to those, but I know they're not that practical for parks. Aid also had those ones I've just put in the basket, by the way. They've got a cute little tie on the front. Aid also had a good point. He just came in and we were talking about trainers. The nice thing with the Adidas ones that I've got, the little grey ones, because they are quite that meshy, even though they would potentially soak your feet if you get poured with rain, you can dry them with a hairdryer in your hotel room and they would dry quick, so that is a bonus. And they are so light and breathable, and when it's really, really hot, you don't want a heavy pair of trainers. I quite like these. These are quite meshy. They look quite cute. I actually just remembered the most comfortable pair of trainers I've ever had were from Primark. And I think they cost me about £5. They were pink, they were mesh. They were the lightest pair of trainers, shoes I've ever owned. I just felt like I was wearing slippers. I even climbed Snowdon in them because they were so comfortable, and I couldn't wear them after them. They were completely wrecked. I still got them, but they just look awful. But I wish I'd bought a second pair. I love them so much, and I haven't seen anything like them since. I really, really regret that. They would have been so perfect for Disney. Just had some Happy Mail arrive. So I got sent this by Paper Maze. So this one is an ad. I need some scissors to open this. It's from a company I haven't actually ordered from before. Rose's Studio. I don't know if you've heard of them. I've ordered a 6x6 pad. I really like this, and I thought this would be quite nice for journaling. Oh, let's take that off. The quality feels nice. What I like about it, it's not too thick. Some scrapbooking papers are super thick, and when you're doing journaling, you don't want super thick papers. Oh, I like that one, the watercolour. I just thought they were really, really fun. I like the colours. It's really pretty, and lots of designs as well, which I like. And I think these, oh, there are a lot of designs actually, would be really fun for journaling. I quite like these because sometimes as well, when they're black and white, you can add some of your own colour. There are a lot of designs actually. I didn't realise there were so many. Wow. Yeah, there's 2 of each. So all of these and 2 of each by the looks. 40 sheets, 20 designs, 6 foiled pages. Really like those. And then I also got some die cuts as well. I thought these would be really fun. Looks like there's some journaling cards or something in here as well. Oh, these are nice. It is kind of like birthday related, but I'm always one to feel that, to be honest, you can do with them what you want. So if I didn't want that, I could just like cut out the wording or just cut out the cake. You are all kinds of wonderful. I just thought they would be really nice. I can't think of anyone better or more beautiful to celebrate. So I think you can use them in other ways other than birthdays. Some really cute ones in here actually. And I love the colours as well. I think the colours are always something that draws me first before anything. But again, like this has got birthday wishes on, but I would happily even just stick a sticker over there or something like that. And then I also got the frames as well. Little pack of chipboard frames. Oh, these are proper solid. And I was thinking about actually even having them in a journal page and flipping them. So I thought that would be quite fun. I might put some of those in my Disney journal. I like that one there. It looks really nice. Yeah, I'm chuffed with those. Oh, you can see on the back of the die cuts actually, you can see them all. I think that's really nice. And I ended up ordering one pair of trainers so far, just the little blue ones, and they're due to come tomorrow. So I am excited about that. Yesterday I put together Happy Mail packages for my Patreons. These are a couple left over, and we've got little junk mail packages this month. I've put together some bits and pieces of like junk mail in a little glassine bag, and I've made like little journal cards for everyone as well. There's a postcard I've written on as well in there, so they are getting those. And the top tier Patreons will also be getting early links to the videos, including all our new Disney videos as well, which I'm really excited to start editing. I haven't even started work on them yet. We did film, I said about a haul, didn't I? I've got all the mugs here on my desk at the moment, so I'm going to take those into the kitchen. They need washing up. And I think I'm going to finish this video now. This is the first vlog since we've been back. Like I said, it's a bit more of a chatty one this week. We're getting back into the swing of things. It's taken a little bit of time. We're needing more sleep. We both definitely feel quite washed out this week. So I said it was going to be a sort of chatty one. I haven't done any tidying with you. I've just kind of done bits over the week. But I knew this week wouldn't quite go as maybe I'd hoped, and I wouldn't get as much done, but that's fine. Sometimes you've just got to go with it, haven't you, and be a bit kinder to yourself and listen to what you need. So there it is. But thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. The batteries just started flashing, so it's definitely time to go. And I look forward to an exciting weekend this weekend. Fingers crossed it will be amazing, and I will share that with you next weekend. Thank you so much. Catch up with us. Let us know how you're doing. Leave comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Bye.